Good morning and welcome to Bella's Freak Out Toy Review. This morning we're going to be making an iPad for American Girl size dolls. So first off, what I ended up buying was these little iPod Nano cases. And I got these at the dollar store, 99-cent store for 25 cents a piece. We're having an American Girl party today for Bella. And so I saw these and I thought, well, I can make American Girl size doll iPads out of these. So what I've done is just take one of these out of the package. And so what you need for this craft is some glue. And so what I have is just craft glue. I'm sorry about the angle of the camera here, but I'm just trying to do this solo, and I don't have a good position for the camera particularly, but I think it'll work out fine. And a pair of scissors, of course. And then I've already cut my squares, and I'm just using this here to protect my counter from the glue. So it's just cardboard here. So what I've done is I've cut 2 squares of cardboard, and this was just off of a FedEx box because I wanted to have white. Really only needs to be white on one side, but as it turns out, you know, it's white on both, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do is start it out and take the little nano cover case. It's one of the soft rubbery ones, and it's got this little picture in it. So I take this out because we're going to use this, and this is going to be the face of the iPad for the dolls. So you end up with this little rubbery case, which are great because it's stretchy, it's rubbery. So when I put the cardboard and glue the cardboard pieces together, so it's thick enough, the 2 pieces, and glue this on top, then I've got my iPad that goes into this little case. So we'll start out here and we'll just set these aside here. And that's why I had scissors as well. I'm not going to need the scissors right now because I've already cut my little 2 pieces of cardboard. But these are just the things that you would need for this craft. And that's it, basically. So what I do is first I just take and I use this little picture as the template to cut the pieces of cardboard so that I have the right size. And then what I do is I just set that aside and I glue the 2 pieces of cardboard together back to back. Now what I've done is the ends of the cardboard where you see the perforations is the top and bottom. And the reason for that is because in the little nano case on the bottom it's got the place for the jack and the earphone jack, and then the charging cord goes in here. So what I decided is that once this is all put together and done, then if I use the perforated end, it kind of looks like, you know, a place where something could be plugged in. So what I'm going to do is just take these 2 little pieces here and glue them together. So we'll start out, and what I've got is just some craft glue, all-purpose, multi-purpose craft glue, and it works really, really good. So I'm just going to squirt some on these 2 pieces of cardboard here and glue them together. You don't need a whole lot of glue. Just make sure your 2 perforated ends are together. And that is that. And then I take and I'm going to glue on the iPad cover here, the image, the screen. So I'm just going to put some glue on the surface. And so if your cardboard, one side looks better than the other, you know, just glue it on the side that doesn't look as good as the other, because on the back here of the case is a little slot. So you want it to be just plain white or black or whatever color. I just used, like I said, some scraps off of a FedEx box for my cardboard because gluing 2 pieces together really turned out to just be the right size. So going to put the little picture onto the 2 pieces of cardboard, and then I push the cardboard down so it's at the bottom and it's level, because at the bottom of the case is where it's going to show. So even though on the top it doesn't come all the way to the top, I cut this one a little bit too small, that's fine. That really doesn't matter because this has kind of a little lip and the cardboard is behind anyway, so you don't even see that. Just make sure it's level at the bottom. Okay, and what I do too is on the little wings here on the side of the picture, go ahead and put a little glue there just to hold it securely on, and then let that sit for a little bit to dry. All right, and then once this is dry, what we're going to do, it doesn't take very long to dry. This craft glue actually dries pretty quick. They have some other that is very fast drying. I don't really like it too much because it's real sticky kind of glue, so it doesn't really work as well. So we're going to just kind of set this aside for now. And then what we're going to do after this dries a little bit, we're going to take and we're going to put glue inside this case. I thought it would be better to keep the glue inside here that would secure the little iPad that I've made inside the case. And the reason why is because, you know, kids, you know, they're going to get curious and they're going to want to take the little iPad out. So I decided for this case to just glue it into the case and keep it there. We're going to have 9 little girls for the party, and I thought, well, somebody inevitably will try to take their case off, and then they'll all be taking their case off, so we'll just glue them in, and then that way that kind of keeps them from taking it off, although they still could take it off, you know, peel it off, but then in that case it might get torn up. So I think this is just a little deterrent to keep the girls from taking the cases off. Because the inside is really, it's just cardboard, and they know it's not real, but you know, just